John Carl from the White House for more on this. And John, the president acknowledging there how difficult this fight is, but as Martha pointed out this morning, a big symbolic victory for the president.
This is a hugely important symbolic victory for the White House. Jihadi John is seen as somebody who was not just the public face of ISIS, but somebody who was key in the recruitment in the West. And also, as you mentioned, George, somebody who repeatedly taunted the president, mentioning him by name in virtually every one of those beheading videos.
And John, we just heard the president say Ben Carson doesn't know what he's talking about on the fight against ISIS. Carson also taking fire last night from Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump is on the warpath. This was his most over-the-top attack yet. Really a bizarre speech overnight, taking on the man who is now the front-runner, or challenging him as the front-runner in the polls, Dr. Ben Carson. It's Donald Trump's most over-the-top attack yet, going after Ben Carson, using words Carson wrote in his autobiography about his troubled youth, when he said he had a, quote, pathological temper.
So he said he has pathological disease. Now, if you're pathological, there's no cure for that, folks. Okay? If you're a child molester, a sick puppy, you're a child molester, there's no cure for that. There's only one cure. We don't want to talk about that cure. That's the ultimate cure. No, there's two. There's death and the other thing.
And Trump's rant didn't end there.
I say, what the hell have we come to? What have we come to? When we have to believe this kind of stuff, and we're going to put somebody in office who considers himself to have pathological disease. Read the definition in the dictionary of pathological disease. And I'm not saying it. He said it about himself.
In the most bizarre part of the speech, Trump brought out an imaginary knife to imitate a scene in Carson's autobiography where, as a teenager, he said he tried to stab a friend, hitting him in the belt buckle.
How stupid are the people of Iowa? How stupid are the people of the country to believe this crap?
A Carson spokesman dismissed Trump's diatribe as a reaction to Carson standing in the polls, saying, quote, Mr. Trump has resentment when he sees Dr. Carson rise. And George, that speech went on for 95 minutes. Trump was going after everybody. He called Marco Rubio a lightweight and went after Carly Fiorina, calling her Carly what's her name. Really bizarre.
Totally bizarre. And John, typical candidates, if they call Iowa voters stupid, would pay a price.
Yeah, that is not really the approach to winning the Iowa caucuses. Certainly it's never been tried before.
Okay, John Carl, thanks very much. And you can see a lot more of my exclusive interview with President Obama this Sunday on This Week.
Looking forward to it, George.